welcome back, Watam here, and I'm doing some more Higurashi. That came out in the wrong order, but oh well. Just quick channel recap before I start. I'm out of backlogged videos. The next video, let me just say that again. The last video that I have recorded is coming out in about 11 hours. So yeah. And things are starting to get busy, so I don't have as much time to record or edit. Yay! University is fun. So yeah, especially in a month, I might not have videos out all the time. There might be some interruptions to the regular schedule, so sorry in advance. But with no further ado, let's continue.
私の仕事が終わるまでのんびりしててくださいね。終わったら一緒に遊びに行きましょうね。
Wink. Whispering just that last part into my ear, Shion winked and returned to the kitchen. Maybe it was because the mood in the restaurant was so heated, but Shion seemed a bit bolder. Even a small change in her mannerisms was enough to set my heart aflutter.
お待たせしました。
While I was overwhelmed by the atmosphere inside the restaurant, orders from the new summer menu were carried out, one after another. Every single one was extravagantly huge. I get it. You can eat all of these amazing things for free. No wonder a ticket was worth its weight in gold. On top of that, all of it was plenty delicious. From dishes with a general appeal to insane ones aimed at a specific audience. There were absolutely no gaps in their repertoire.
どう考えても一人で食う量じゃないかもしれないな。まあそれは置いておいて。
I mean, you could have up to 4 people there, wasn't it? That was the thing. It didn't really feel like relaxing in here at all. What? It didn't feel relaxing in here at all. It's because I read it wrong. Okay, probably because the further inside the restaurant was clearly abnormal. All the other booth seats were crammed with groups of 4. Sleazy men were gorging like pigs on cutely decorated desserts, and it wouldn't have been a surprise if they started licking the plates. It was more than a little unsettling. Not bad table manners. It piqued my interest, so I started listening in on their conversation, and what things I heard.
Angel Mort moe.
Okay, so they call it Angel Mort.
僕ですか。
I wonder if he finds his dad there or something.
当選チケットは秘密ルートから7万で購入したっつ。
職場には親戚の葬式でと言ったにゃりよ。エンジェルは制服が最高にゃり。
ウェイトレスさん、水とかズボンにこぼしてふきふきとかしてくれないかにゃー。にゃーにゃー。エンジェルモートのフィギュアが今度発売されるらしいでござるな。次のイベントは要注意でござる。
They still used Angel Moore uniforms on the 4th floor of Redacted in Akiba. But they cost 280,000. It is an absurd price. Animal costs 80,000. When Brobo closed down, the going rate for theirs was 12,000. That's the price for used ones. Knockoffs are less than half of that. A knockoff from Redacted is fine with me. I wonder if they'll start selling them. Then I'll put on my life-size figure I did buy off of Redacted for several 100,000. Yes, that could be grammar more. If I can wake up every day to an angel from Angel, that'll really get my gears going. The words spilling out of their mouths were pretty much all incomprehensible jargon. But they still keenly conveyed that hidden behind them was an invisible aura of abnormality.
お待たせしました。次のデザートは 南国風シナモンのアバンチュールでございます。どうかなさいましたか？
あ、いえ。なんかこう、今日の店内は雰囲気が違うなと。
うちのお店、その道の方々にはかなり有名らしいんです。まあそういう狙いのお店ですからいいんですけどね。でもイベントの日のお客様はちょっと濃いめの方が多いんで困っちゃいます。
The waitress informed me quietly with a wry smile.
なんかお客の人たちも血走っててハイエナみたいですよね。今日のお客さんのほとんどはかなり遠方から無理してきてるみたいですからね。そういう方々って羽目を外しやすいんでちょっと怖いんです。ちゃんとガードを固めておかないと大変なんですから。
Oh dear. What did she mean by keep your guard up? That scared me. I had the volume way too loud. Rip headphone users. At that moment, a loud crash resounded through the room. I turned around, startled, to see that a waitress had fallen down and spilled the order she was carrying right onto a customer. Wait, isn't that Shion?
すみませんでした。そのお召し物は
I mean, it's not like they paid for it, but
なんてことするにゃり。もうジーンズ専門店で1800円もしたズボンが生クリームでベトベトにゃりよ。
what the hell is that? As somebody who just met with disaster, he seems awfully happy.
これはひどいですにょ。ウェイトレスさんが精神誠意ふきするしかないでござるにょ。
Did she do it on purpose or did he trip her or something? The conversation suddenly veered off in an odd direction. Hey, what did he say? Wipey? Did you want Shion to wipe him down? Right of that obviously aberrant tent he'd pitched over his crotch.
でも私
I wouldn't be surprised if he'd tripped her.
ふき
Get your manager. The wipey chant quickly spread throughout the room. Totally cornered, Shion went pale. She looked over to a more experienced waitress for help, but she was only met with a head shaking out of pity.
園崎さん、足を引っ掛けられたんですね。
Called it.
ああやってわざと衣服を汚させて絡んでくるお客が最近多いんですよ。
足を引っ掛けてだって？じゃあ今のあれも事故じゃなくて恋？
メインの女の子は十分気をつけてますから絶対ああはならないんですけど、園崎さんは短期バイトだからまだガードが甘くて。
The restaurant isn't going to do anything to remedy it.
今日のお客様たちにも早々に見破られちゃったみたいで、朝からあんな感じで絡まれてるんです。
店長とかは何やってんだよ。あんな不良な客は追い出せよ。
We're in the service industry, so there's not much we can do about it. She laughed as she said that in a resigned tone. Shion trembled uncontrollably, with dishcloth in her hands as she turned bright red. The man who'd been doused in frosting splayed out in full display, putting the cream-covered tent over his crotch on full display. Still mentally unprepared, her trembling hand inched forward, goaded on by onlookers.
さあさあ、ふきするでござるよ。
From my male point of view, it might have been a ridiculous spectacle I could just smile wryly at, but from a woman's point of view, this was obviously pure humiliation. And I was trapped by various thugs and had been paralyzed with fear. Shion fearlessly stood up to them and saved me. Still, as humiliating as it was, Shion was also partly to blame for this, and it wasn't as though her life was at stake, right? Even these guys, they were just going to jeer at her in a bit of a lewd situation. It's not like they were going to eat Shion alive or anything. Why did he specifically say eat her alive, but it'd be alright if I just consoled her afterwards?
私だって怖かったですよ。でも
他ならぬケイちゃんのピンチだし。
He's gonna help her.
勇気出して頑張りましたってことです。
When I, a man, was being assailed by 3 thugs while paralyzed with fear, Shion saved me without a second thought. What about now? These sleazy, filthy degenerates were trying to pin the blame on Shion. This time, our roles were reversed. Hey, Katie, my brother. If you don't save her now, when will you be able to repay the debt you owe her? You scared, Katie, my brother? At that time, Mion didn't even show a hint of hesitation. Then what about now? I'm not hesitating. Then what? If you're not hesitating, then why aren't you helping her? ...
さあ観念するでござる。フォフォフォ。
やかましいぞ重量オーバー。俺の目が黒いうちに出て失せろ。
I grasped Shion's shoulder firmly and pulled her behind me.
ケイちゃん。
分かっておらんでござるな。そのスタッフが世のオズボンに粗相したのでござるよ。これはお仕置きなのでござる。
お仕置きが必要なのは男なら能書き吐くな。腕で物を言ってみろ。
Thud smash. My body was lifted into the air like nothing. I was thrown right back into my own seat. This guy is strong? No matter how you look at it, Athletic and this Lardo aren't even in the same area code.
オタクは意外にマイナーな武道を得得していることが多いでござるから甘く見ると大変でござるよ。
The man smirked, showing off his gun line.
ケイちゃん、大丈夫？
Damn it. How lame must I look right now?
シオンは足を引っ掛けられたんだろう。向こうが悪いんだから突き上がらせることなんかないぞ。
そうだけど、でもやっぱり悪いのは私だし。
もう一度だ。行くぞ
ー To eat. Snap, thud, crash.
これくらいでへこたれるケイチ様だと思うなよ。もう一度だ。
Whap, snap, funk.
口ほどにもないでござるの。
まだまだ。
Rise, my will to fight. Not just running. I planted every one of my steps firmly as I closed for distance to the lard bowl. Each time I ripped my foot off the floor, I could feel my burning spirit flare up from the point of impact. Everything slowed down like I was walking underwater. As I stepped forward in that viscous flow of time, I calmly measured the gap between us. Without a difference in height, reach was my ultimate advantage. There was an ever so tiny distance between us where only my punch would be able to reach. I unleashed my iron fist of righteous anger, but it flew towards his face slowly, like I was punching underwater. Reacting to that, with a smirk on his face, the fat so easily slipped inside of my punch. I hadn't realized this until now, but in this mired time, I was able to observe his baffling counterattack with almost painful clarity. His arm slowly swung around in a large windmill motion, wrapped around my whiffed punch, and descended in an arc. That arm swung around like the arms of a clock, and came into contact with my head, twisting my upper body around. Dragging my head along, he followed through with another rotation. This time he rotated his entire body like a top, followed by another rotation. Combining defense and offense, it was a brilliant counter. That's right, 3 times. I was thrown out of 3 rotations, I think. In this viscous region of time, I was unable to struggle, and I could only wait dumbstruck until the moment I was thrown. The moment I was, that sluggish temporal anomaly abruptly ended. Crash.
修行が足りないでござるよ。ヤングメン
Young man. I was loath to admit it, but against someone trained in martial arts, I couldn't win through force of will alone. After my consciousness faded in a wave of dizziness, when I came to, I was lying down in my own seat.
怪我しなくてよかったですね。
Sounded like you were injured. The more experienced waitress from before wiped the sweat from my brow with a towel. While she was doing that, a red-faced and teary-eyed Shion trudged over.
大丈夫ですか？私なんかのためにすみませんでした。
俺こそ役に立たなくてすまん。俺喧嘩って勝ったことないし。
私のために助けに来てくれただけで嬉しかったです。本当ですよ。それだけでも今日はケイちゃんに来てもらえてよかったかなって。
As she said that, she stuck her tongue out teasingly. She wiped off whipped cream with a washcloth she was holding in her hands.
園崎さん、R 入ってもいいですよ。あと 1,2 時間でしょ。いいんです。バイトとはいえお給料もらってる身ですから、時間内はちゃんと働きたいんです。だから本当お気遣いなく。
She couldn't even put up a brave front. I would never even think for a second that Mion could be that weak. Maybe it isn't Mion. This was Shion, and she had been harassed by some unreasonable riffraff. That was reality.
ケイちゃんは気にしないでデザートいっぱい食べててくださいね。一通り食べ終わったらアンケートを書いてもらいますので。じゃあ私ホールに戻りますね。
After some consoling words and a sympathetic smile to Shion, the other waitress started to head back to work. That's where I stopped her.
すいません、ウェイトレスさん。電話借りたいんですけど。
電話ですか？レジ横にございますよ。ご案内いたします。
I pulled a 10 yen coin from my wallet. This wasn't about saving face. My being a worthless coward was an unchangeable fact. But I could just cry myself to sleep about that later tonight. Now was not the time for tears. I had to fight.
確かチケット1枚で4人まで OK なんですよね。あと3人呼んでもいいんですよね。
ええ、そうですけど、一応名簿に書きますので、お名前を伺ってもよろしいですか？
Rena? I turned around and glared at the greasy hooligan who subjected Shion to that humiliation. There are 3 things that aren't working in your favor today, punk. The first is that I owe Shion. The second is that I'm a man who's not afraid to throw away his pride to win. The third is that we're the most powerful club members in history.
名簿には竜宮レナ、それから北条聡子、フルで理科で。
かしこまりました。受けたまわります。
I'll have the best and most powerful club members join the fray. They can bring down 1,000 foes. I mean, Rena probably could, definitely. She's definitely capable of murdering someone. You fat asses. Prepare to meet your maker.
いいお店だね。制服かわいい。レナも着たい。しかもデザートまでおごってもらえるなんて僕は大感激なのです。
ああ、 好きなだけ食ってくれ。俺の分なんか気にするな。
圭一さん、茶番は結構でございますのよ。要件に入ってほしいですわ。
Yep. Ren and Rika-chan put down their forks when Shizoko broached the subject. After looking at them for a few moments, I pressed my forehead firmly into the table.
頼む。俺の不甲斐なさを笑ってもいい。力を貸してくれ。
The three of them seemed surprised by the sudden turn of events, but nevertheless listened to what I had to say without making fun of my unusual behavior.
どうしたのかな。何があったんだろう、太郎。
実はミオンの妹のシオンがこの店でバイト中なんだ。
ああ、話に聞いてたみーちゃんの妹さんだね。ひょっとしてあれかな、あれかな。似てるね、似てるね。似てるも何も髪を下ろしただけの本人ではありませんの。
I didn't know what to say.
圭一がシオンだと言うからシオンなのですよ。
Yeah.
いくら双子だってあんなに瓜二つになるもんなんですの。
Yeah, identical twins can be quite hard to tell apart.
一卵性双生児って言ってね、本当にそっくりの双子ってこともあるんだって。
Typically, like, they end up wearing different things or have different haircuts. They can be really hard to tell in, like, Montreal winter when you've got jackets all the time. Rena gave the most plausible explanation, so everybody else was convinced.
納得してもらえたかな。それで本題だ。
I recounted everything that had just happened. How Shion was targeted, how she was antagonized by the customers, and the humiliation that was forced upon her. Also how incredibly pathetic I was. I included everything without trying to hide it.
それはひどいね。しーちゃんかわいそう。しかしそれを助けられないなんてみっともないにも程がありますわよ。
それについては返す言葉がない。
さとこちゃん、負けを認めて助けを求めるのってとっても難しいことなの。圭一くんは変なプライドなんかよりしーちゃんを助けることを選んだんだよ。
Yeah.
情けないですこと。
Rena's follow-up stung a bit, but I could only be thankful that she understood. Satoko was calling me all sorts of names, but there was no malign intentions behind her words.
で、僕たちは何をするですか？
Her voice was monotone. Didn't sound monotone, but okay. But there was a hint of resolve in her words. I replied to Rika-chan's suggestive silence, in kind, with my own quiet resolve.
まあ、そんなところだと思ってましたわ。圭一さん一人には少々荷が重すぎますもの。
じゃあ助けてくれるのか？
当然だよ、圭一くん。私たちは誰がいじめられても助けに行くよ。
I remembered when I was cornered by those thugs. What Shion had said about the strong feeling of solidarity in Hinamizawa really began to hit home. However, Keiichi Maibara, now is not the time to get choked up with tears of gratitude. Now is the time to fight.
すまん、恩に切る。
一人で頑張ったけど歯が立たなくてかわいそかわいそです。
Rika-chan gently patted my head for me, but there was no mindless pity in that palm of that hand. It was overflowing with a strong, dependable feeling of leave the rest to us.
もろもろの都合によりミオンは参戦できないので臨時に俺が指揮を執る。作戦内容はシオンの護衛と敵勢力の殲滅。
敵って誰かな？いっぱいいるのかな？
現時刻以降シオンにちょっかいを出そうとする全個人全勢力を敵と認める。当選規定はなし。 報酬は今食ったデザート。質問はあるか？
None. Everybody had already entered club mode, their eyes peering at the riffraff clamoring around inside the restaurant, like predators stalking their prey from the darkness. Rika-chan held up her hand.
なんだい、リカちゃん。
手加減は必要ですか？
Nope.
不要に決まってますわ。ミオさんの妹に狼藉を働く輩に手加減なんか不要ですの。いいんですね、ケイチ。
Rika-chan was serious. She was really ready to pretty much murder someone. I'm counting on you, Rika-chan.
全責任は俺、前原圭一が取る。蹴散らしてやれ。
よーし、レナも頑張るぞ。
すまん、よろしく頼む。
ケイチさん、そんなに力まなくても大丈夫ですのよ。まあご覧あそばせ。ケイチさんがそのパフェを食べ終わる頃にはお掃除は終わってましたよ。ではみんな頑張りましょうですよ。ファイトオーです。
Thus, the most powerful warband the world had ever known, trained by Mion, began to move. I was the oldest, the only boy, and behaved like a leader. But when you consider club activities, I was by far the most junior member. Individually, everyone beside me had terrifying combat capabilities. If all of them combined their strengths to protect Shion, I couldn't even imagine. I was probably about to witness something terrible and awe-inspiring. I mean, especially when Rena finds it cute.
園崎さん、7番テーブルにデラックスパフェを5つお願いします。
あ、はい。
Shion carried the order to the tables. For Shion to carry all 5 parfaits without wobbling took so much effort that she didn't have breathing room to pay attention to her feet.
どうしよう、また来たでござるよ。
今度はミーのおズボンにぶっかけさせて、一層念入りに吹き吹きしてもらうにより。
It was the same wipey scheme that had occurred just a short time earlier. This time, another one of them was trying to get out for himself. The very depravity of these men was itself a full-out attack.
圭一よりレナへ。5、6番テーブル付近で待ち伏せだ。レナ、聞こえてるか？
お店の制服かわいいね。はう、お持ち帰り。
Shion, her bottom swaying while carrying the parfaits, was being chased by an equally swaying Reno. She was supposed to be escorting Shion, but Reno was instead transfixed by the back of her uniform. From a normal person's point of view, it was probably like having a fox-guarded henhouse. But when it came to Reno, things are different. I have no idea why I had so much trouble with that.
怪異状態、シンクロ率 120%。勝ったな。
あの状態のレナさんには地球上のどんな物理法則も通用しませんわ。
Shion's legs, unsteady and defenseless, were being targeted by those sleazebags.
今でござるよ、同志諸君。
世界の輝ける明星にして偉大なる総統閣下万歳。
Her legs snaked out to trip Shion's defenseless feet. Gad, the 3 of them at once. Tap, tap, tap. It happened in an instant. The 3 fools writhed in pain as their legs bent at unnatural angles. Aha!
これは何事でござるか？
Madness! This is Rena! Rena teetered into view and gave him a warning?
はう、おいたはダメなんだよ。目だよ、目。レナがお持ち帰りするから。
この小娘、神妙な技を。
The human scum clutched at their bruised ankles as they passed out.
さすがはレナさん、いつ見ても恐ろしいキレですわね。
ああ、絶対的なガードだ。半径2メートル以内で行われるシオンへのあらゆる攻撃をレナは完全なカウンターで対する。
As Shion was making her rounds through the restaurant, there were people here and there collapsing with welts on their legs or hands.
はう、レナよりケイチ君へ。もうしーちゃんにちょっかい出す人はいないよ。だからもうお持ち帰り。
Don't do that.
ケイチよりレナへ。ご苦労だった。引き続き護衛を続けてくれ。それからお持ち帰りは不可。繰り返す。お持ち帰りは不可。
じゃあ見てるだけだよ、見てるだけ。はう。
Well, on that note, I hope you enjoyed. Again, there might not be as many videos, there might be breaks when they come out, so apologies in advance. But until next time, hope you enjoyed, and see ya.